Hey, it's show number 50. Yes, it is the big show as well, and I thought it was appropriate that I share a member of the family with you. This is our dog, Chewy, right here. And he's much larger than what you can see, so I'm going to bring him up a little bit. Oh, come here, big guy. There he is. All right. Yeah, he's a good boy. And you're only seeing just the tip of the iceberg here. So Chewy, Golden Doodle, that's half Golden Retriever, half Standard Poodle being the bigger half. But he's such a wonderful dog. And again, we've got 2 kids. Can't say enough positive things about him, except one downside. If you're not in the market for a big dog, Chewy would not be the dog for you. So this also gives us a wonderful opportunity to talk about responsibility, especially as it pertains to the family pet. Okay, so I don't know about you, but how much responsibility am I taking for Chewy, right? And all the other pets that our family has. Now, I do my share, right? I'm feeding them and I'm taking them for walks and I'm doing my part. But if it's truly a family pet, family has to share in that responsibility. So, here you go. Whether you are in the market for a new pet, dog, cat, or otherwise, or you already have one, sit down, have this conversation with your kids. Particularly during the middle school years when kids are wanting that added responsibility, wanting you to think of them as independent, perfect opportunity. Sit down and have a conversation. What are the expectations? What does this animal need in order to continue to survive in a healthy way? Great. Have the expectations laid out. Now, who's going to take responsibility for what? What would you like to do? Right? What would you like to do? So that everybody walks away from the discussion having a certain set of responsibilities to take care of. Great. Now, what are the consequences if those expectations are not met? Well, the obvious and natural consequence is you don't feed the animal long enough, the animal dies. You're not going to let that happen, let's be honest, right? But beyond that, right, you need to set some real clear consequences for this animal because it is the family pet. All right? So I'm going to put that back on you folks. You set whatever consequences you feel are realistic, right? And again, this might be part of the discussion that you bring to the table. So what happens if you don't meet your responsibilities? What happens if you don't fulfill the expectations? Kids can be great at coming up with those consequences, sometimes more severe than what you would have come up with. So you may have to monitor that somewhat. But try and come to an agreement, right? And then move forward with that, right? It doesn't have to be all on you as the parent. Share the responsibility. They're wanting the opportunity. Give it to them. All right. A quick word on new pets. If you're considering something, especially around the holidays, it seems like pets start popping up all over the place. You could have a zoo at your house before you know it. Before you have that and before you make that commitment to getting this new pet, put the responsibility on your child to do the legwork. You want to know all about the pet, what the habitat is, how much it's got to be fed, what the costs are. Put all of that back on your child. If they can produce that, they've made an investment. Then, of course, middle school, right? They can start doing some things to earn a couple of extra dollars around the house. Share some of that expense with them. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not talking about the veterinarian bills, but I'm talking about sharing the expense of the food, whatever other expenses go into taking care of this animal. Right? When there's that added investment, may want to put in some added responsibility as well. Sometimes giving things away for free, there's no real commitment there. So consider that as well. All right, folks. Glad that I was able to share Chewy with you. Even more important, though, for me, I've been able to share now 50 shows with you. I fully intend on continuing with this. So as I invited you on show number 1, please send any ideas, comments, suggestions that you have. I'm totally open to all of it. Have a wonderful Friday and a weekend to follow. Take care.